All right. Wake up, wake up. Good morning, everybody. This is Quace Sports.
Know it.
Nobody say it like us.
Eh.
So what we're going to do is week 13 NFL fantasy, NFL lineups, Vegas odds, deep sleepers, and some very interesting picks. We got some really good, uh, awesome content for you today. So first we're going to start with the little highlights of the big injuries.
Yeah. So with the injuries, we're just gonna touch on some of the players. The first one I got is I'm looking at Cody Davis for the Jaguars, the safety. It looked like he's questionable, and for Chargers, of course, Melvin Gordon looked like he's gonna miss out this week game. So your boy Austin should be good to go. Iron Williams is also questionable. And then on the Panthers side, you have Devin Funches is questionable, and D-Jack is out. And the safety for the Bucks, Justin Evans, he looked like he's questionable. And as far as Ravens, Alex Collins is out, Joe Flacco is out, and Tavon Young is questionable. And for Falcons, which was weird, the kicker is out. So that should be interesting. As far as the Browns and Texans game, J.J. Watt is questionable. J.J. Watt. And Kike Kute is also questionable. So Texans look like they have some injuries to worry about. And Bills and Dolphins, Charles Clays is questionable. And as far as Dolphins, you have Amendola is doubtful. And Devontae Parker is questionable. So that. And then the Bears, it looked like Trubisky is not going to play again. Giants, Evan Ingram is out. And Bengals and Broncos, it looked like the inside linebacker for Broncos is out. It's questionable. Brandon Marshall. And Andy Dalton, I think he's out for this week. There haven't been like any word on like if he's out for sure, but early in the week they were saying he was out. So Rams, it looked like Kerryon Johnson is gonna be out again. So another start for your boy. And then Lions, it looked like Bruce Ellington is questionable.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then we have the Vikings and the Patriots game, which will be a really big game. And Stephen Diggs and Xavier Rhodes is questionable. And Patriots look like they seem to be like the healthiest at this moment. They only have the backup tight end, Dylan Allen, is questionable. And then you have the 49ers and the Seahawks. Pierre Garçon is questionable. So that's all I have for now. Going into
That was perfect.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. I have one thing to say about that. Stefan Diggs is expected to play.
Yeah.
I just got that notification last night. But yeah, he still is like a little hurt. Okay. That was a great injury report. So next, the first game we have is
what game you want to start? You want to start with the Colts and Jaguars game?
Let's do it.
All right. So Colts and Jaguars, who you like? Marlon Mack is also like questionable, but it looked like he's gonna play. So yeah. But even though it's questionable, but I mean, just be on the lookout. It looked like the center, Ryan Kelly, is also out. So I don't know if they have an impact on Marlon Mack or not. So because that's been like the strongest point of this team this year.
Oh wow.
The offensive lineman. So yeah, what you have. I know last week we were big on Marlon Mack.
Yeah, I was huge on him. Plus his price went down. I like him. They're playing the Jaguars though. So that's a risky bet. I wouldn't mess with him.
Okay. Staying away from Marlon Mack.
I would, yeah. Playing the Jaguars. They stuff top 5 run defense. So but I like the only matchup person I like from there is Eric Ebron, honestly.
Really?
Yep. Eric Ebron. That's the only person I like from that matchup. The quarterback for Jacksonville, nobody knows anything about him though. So that's a risky. How do you feel about that?
So I actually was thinking about that. Based on him starting, nobody know about him. He was a backup, so I feel like he'll have good rapport with the backup running backs. It just so happened this week they starting running back is out.
Oh,
Like CJ Hilden and the other guy, the third running back on the team.
Carlos Hyde.
Carlos Hyde. I feel like Carlos Hyde is a good pick.
Ooh. Shaking him. He's
Especially
shaking.
for his price. Like, think about all the great matchup this week.
That's
If you could
crazy.
get Carlos Hyde for cheap,
Yeah.
like he'll
He's
put up
cheap.
some points.
He's cheap too. I'm
Yes,
looking at him now. He's like 3,300.
exactly. Like you able to get all the big guys, the big names, and you put Carlos Hyde on there. That sounds like a
Yeah,
perfect
you're right.
lineup for me.
You are so right about that one.
Yeah. So
And like DJ Chark Jr. is out. They used to go to him a lot. So I think, I don't know, one of them receivers is going to get some tick.
mhm.
Either Keenan Cole. It seems like Moncrief is the number one.
Yeah, but like with a backup quarterback, he's probably gonna have more rapport with the second,
Third
third.
string.
Yeah.
Yeah. The third string wide receiver is out. So the
Oh,
next one is Keenan Cole, who has been performing very badly. He's been dropping passes.
oh, for real?
Yeah,
Oh,
but who knows when so yeah. And plus I feel like Jacksonville's bad against tight ends, so I'm picking Eric Ebron, even though he might be a little bit highly owned.
mhm.
But it's just like that man has some rapport. I'm fading T.I. Hilton. Deep sleeper is Dontrell Inman. All right. That's a deep sleeper. Dontrell Inman. He plays for the Colts. He's a wide receiver. They picked him up halfway through the year. The other receivers weren't performing well. He used to play for the Chargers last year. He used to get a lot of tick from Philip Rivers.
Oh,
And I like how he played last year. So Dontrell Inman is a big sleeper for that team for me.
nah, that sounds
He
good.
had 4 catches and like 70 yards.
He's what?
Yeah, 4 targets, 4 catches for like 70 yards.
Really? Nice. That's nice.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we're done with this game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Um, I'm looking at next game I was thinking of. It seemed like this game will have a lot of firepower. Talking about the Chargers and the Steelers.
Oh, that's the next game? I don't see it on here.
Chargers and Steelers?
Yeah. Is that Sunday morning or Sunday afternoon? Sunday night.
Yeah, it's Sunday night. Did you want to do the Sunday morning first?
No, that's fine. We can do Sunday night. Let's do it.
Okay.
Let's do it. So the Steelers and the Chargers.
Mm-hmm. What you got for that game?
I don't know. You go first right now so I can find
Of course,
my report.
the two quarterbacks. I mean, you can't go wrong with those two. They put up a lot of numbers. And
Yeah. Yeah. They're going to throw the ball a lot.
yeah, and of course, as we discussed earlier, Melvin Gordon is out. So I know you big on Austin Eckler. So
Yes.
so he definitely a start, and the receiver should be getting the balls. So I'm kind of like fading Antonio Brown just because of what Big Ben said early in the week.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So the fact that he feel like he should have went to Juju 4 times in a row in the red zone. I feel like that's alarming to me. So I'm definitely fading Antonio Brown. I feel like he like going to Juju more in the red zone. So
Yeah,
Juju is
he could
less
probably
expensive. So
right. And the Chargers have an okay defense. Let's look at it. I have it up right here.
yeah, I mean,
Passing yards per game, they're eighth.
hmm
So it's eighth. That's pretty decent.
yeah, it's pretty.
Um, Points allowed per game, fourth. You
Oh wow,
know,
yeah.
um, yards per game, total yards per game, ninth. Their defense is pretty decent. So is Pittsburgh's. I mean, yards per game, 325, seventh. Their defense, 223 passing yards per game. That's sixth. So it's
Mhm.
two good defenses playing against each other.
Yeah.
um, Also, I wanted to bring up the matchup. Chargers are 8-3. Pittsburgh are 7-3-1, I believe.
hmm
Um, Let me see something really quick. The offense for the Chargers, they're fifth. So you're right about that. They're fifth in total yards, ninth in passing yards, seventh in rushing yards. Like
hmm
it's nasty. They
Yeah.
have a good defense and a good offense.
hmm
Um,
They probably lose some of that too because of the running game, because of
yeah,
the star
true,
running. So,
true. So you don't think it's going to be as prominent?
I think it will still be somewhat prominent, but if they rank what ninth, you say,
Yeah.
I feel like they probably gonna be in the middle pack. Like by the
Uh,
end by the end of the week, they probably gonna be like around 12, 13. I don't think it's gonna
um,
be as good. I think they still be solid. I don't think they.
yeah. Well, the weather is going to be 52 degrees, no participation. It's nice weather. I
Mhm.
mean, the previous matchup, they had Pittsburgh won 24-20.
Mhm.
So that was around the score. I don't know what the over under is. Um,
Over under for that game.
yeah, probably like 43, 42. I usually have it up right here, but it's not showing.
It looked like 51 and a half.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I mean, they are two great offense. I
Good
think.
offense and two great defense. I'm taking the under on that by far.
Oh,
By far, I'm taking the under. All right. So my picks for that game, I agree with the Juju pick. I always pick Antonio Brown, so I pick him every week,
mm-hmm.
uh, just because he's due for a 40-point fantasy. Uh,
Who? Antonio Brown.
yeah, he's due for one. He has 11 touchdowns on the year, 874 yards. He gets his 1,000 yards today.
Oh, nice.
Um, so I think, I think I like James Conner. Gonna play James Conner, Juju Smith, Antonio Brown. Uh, the sleeper on that is the backup to Austin Eckler.
Mm.
The backup, his name is Jay Jackson. He is a sleeper. He's more of a passing running back, and from what I heard, Pittsburgh kind of struggles against passing running backs just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So he's the deep sleeper. He's really cheap too.
Okay.
So yeah, that's my picks for that game. I don't play Austin. What's his name? Philip Rivers. I never play Philip Rivers.
That's my guy.
I just like I gotta stop being emotional. I gotta stop that. I gotta stop that.
That's what yo. You know, Philip Rivers always put up numbers.
What's his numbers?
I think he's like second or third in the whole like quarterback as far as like fantasy points.
Is he?
Yeah, I forgot that his average. It's like around 20s.
Oh,
Yeah, he do pretty well. And like the one big knock on Philip Rivers, he doesn't do well in big games, and it's the spotlight will be on him.
that is so true.
That's one big knock on him. I don't know why.
And it's at Pittsburgh. Yes, at
Yeah.
Pittsburgh.
Yep.
It's at Heinz Field. Um, yeah, that's a good point. So we don't know how well they travel.
Yeah.
Uh, So moving on to the next game.
Next game. What you got?
I'm looking at what's this? Arizona and Green Bay.
Arizona, Green Bay. Talk to me.
So Arizona got Josh Rosen, trash fantasy wise.
He sound like Jalen Ramsey.
Yeah, he is straight booty. They run their offense through what's D Johnson? What's his name?
David Johnson.
David Johnson?
Yeah, that's my guy.
Yeah. That's your boy. So but he's like a little pricey though.
Yeah. I'm not really touching this week.
They priced him based off of his history, man.
Yeah.
Like he only had 9 points last game.
Yeah.
No, he didn't.
But
I'm looking at the wrong.
But with him though, like because he touched the ball so much, and like you said, they run the offense to him. But it's too pricey for me. That's like this.
Wow, he really did have 9 points last game.
Yeah, that's probably what they relying on for him to have a bounce back week.
Wow,
but it's too pricey.
Way too pricey, man.
And there's so much like quality running backs this week against really great matchup. I mean,
but you know what?
Mm-hmm.
That game is going to be a lot of running.
Mm-hmm. Because of the snow? Is it snowing?
Yes. Yeah. It's snowing. It's snowing there.
Mm-hmm.
No showers.
Yeah. So you fading Aaron Rodgers?
Yes. Okay. But Aaron Rodgers still be throwing a rock in the snow, though, don't he?
Yeah. But
I think they can blow him out, though.
Yeah, I think that's the issue, too. But Packers haven't been this good this year, Juan. But
they haven't.
But I think one of the sleeper, I don't know how you feel about that, is Aaron Jones.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like he would do really well, especially it's a snowing game, and
they haven't been doing well.
Yeah, they're gonna have to run the ball more. His average is still it's still pretty good.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they still have really good averages, just they haven't been running the ball that well. So
that's true. So let me give you an update.
Talk to me.
Offensive stats per game. Green Bay is 32nd. I mean, not Green Bay. Arizona is last. Green Bay is 10th. Yards per game. Points per game. Arizona is 32nd, last. Green Bay is 17th.
Mm-hmm.
So Green Bay don't put that much points up either.
No.
Third down percentages, Arizona is dead. They're dead last in every offensive stat, yo.
Yeah, I mean when you have
never played any of their players. That's
which
crazy.
quality quarterback?
Trash.
Exactly.
Defensive stats per game. Arizona has a pretty good defense as far as passing yards. They're 4th.
Mm-hmm.
Points allowed per game, they're 26. So they still allow a lot of points, but they don't allow a lot of passing yards.
Yeah.
You know where it's coming from? Rushing yards. They're 30th in rushing yards allowed.
Mm-hmm.
So you were right about that. Aaron Jones is a great pick.
I mean, it sounds like it's such a perfect matchup for him.
It's like perfect for him. That's like a lock.
Yeah, and I was discussing to you offline earlier with your Devontae Adams pick.
Yeah,
he's probably going against one of the best cornerbacks in the league. Right. And Aaron Rodgers, I remember a few years ago, he wouldn't even throw the ball in Richard Sherman's side. So
their last matchup, Arizona won 26-20, and that was in 2016.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Thing. Oh, yeah, that's when Arizona was doing well.
Yeah. I remember that. Yeah. And this is at Lambeau Field too, and the Packers are desperate.
Yeah, so it sounds like they do for a blowout. It's like the perfect thing to do it on.
Perfect.
So I mean, speaking of that, it sounds like Packers defense. I didn't even think about that. Could be a great pick.
I meant to tell you that based off of those stats.
Yeah,
Yeah. They're playing an offense that's dead last in every single stat, yo.
yeah. And plus, they have a rookie quarterback that's probably gonna give them a couple.
Exactly.
So, and people probably not gonna own Packers defense because
You know, Aaron Rodgers only threw one interception.
yeah, yeah.
It's crazy. All right, moving on to the next game.
Next
I
game.
got Cleveland and Houston at Houston. Their owner passed away. Shout out to him. Condolences. And we got Baker Mayfield versus Deshaun Watson.
The quarterback the Browns should have picked versus the quarterback they picked.
Who?
They should have picked Deshaun Watson last year.
I know that they.
Yeah. So I feel like that's probably motivation for Deshaun Watson. So now I'm thinking about it. I actually might have some lineup with Deshaun Watson.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
That's a motivated pass up on him.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, one quarterback this year said it. It was like, everybody that pass up on me, I will prove you guys wrong. So I feel like those guys do have something to prove, especially Deshaun Watson playing so well now. 8-game winning streak.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I feel like it's an opportunity to show the Browns what they missed out on. So I like Deshaun Watson in this match. I mean, the Browns defense is decent.
Browns defense.
And a lot of people jumping on the running back for the Texans too.
Okay. Yeah.
But
because
I probably will fade him.
I ain't messing with him.
Yeah, one big run.
And I know. One big run.
Like stat line up. So yeah, I'll probably fade.
So Cleveland's 4-6. Houston's 8-3. Mm-hmm. Well, technically, Cleveland's 4-6-1 tie.
Yeah.
So Houston is first in AFC South. Looks like they're just going to win the AFC South.
Wait, though, they got the Colts in the back here, but yeah.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yards per game. I'm talking about offensive stats. Houston is 12th. Cleveland is 18th. This is pretty average. Here's some highlights. Rushing yards per game. Now, I'm shocked about this. Houston is 4th.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe that because their running back isn't like an elite. Oh, the quarterback be running.
Yeah, they have 2 decent running backs, and they have the quarterback also running.
You call Alfred Blue a decent running back?
Yeah, he's okay. So he will stop for some teams. Right now, Eagles could use him. Let's put it
hey, talk to me. Here's some highlights for defensive stats. Guess who's 31st in yards per game allowed? Cleveland Browns.
Really?
They're 31st in yards per game allowed. They're 30th in passing yards allowed.
I thought their defense was decent.
That's what I thought.
Wow.
Things have changed. Rushing yards, they're 28th.
Wow.
Points per game, tied for 22nd. They allowed about 25 points per game. So that's deep. That's the Browns' defense looks like it's becoming worse and worse as we speak. Okay. The Texans' defense. Here's some highlights. They're 8th in yards per game, 7th in rushing yards per game allowed, which is 96. 5th in points per game allowed. So their defense looks like it's popping.
Yeah.
And you said J.J. Watt not playing or what?
Questionable. They don't know yet.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure he's gonna play. It's such a big game for them to keep streak going, and
Well, here's a tip about Houston: they don't throw the ball a lot.
Yeah.
They don't throw the ball a lot. There was a stat I see that was like the third back and third team that doesn't throw the ball that much at all. They run it.
All right, because the quarterback. Remember, he got hurt, so he's like working his way back. And then they lost him. Kike Kute is also questionable. So
yeah,
I could see that. What's the receiver they just pick up?
Oh, D. Thomas from the Broncos. He might be a good pick too. He's cheap.
Yeah. So he might be a good pick.
They don't throw the ball enough for me though.
Yeah, but D Thomas last week, I'm pretty sure put up a lot of big numbers, and that was like his first week with the team or second week, and
Yeah, he did.
now he got more time with the team, and they have kind of like a mini bye, knowing they played like last Thursday.
Right, right. That's true.
So I feel like they should be coming in pretty strong. I mean, we'll see, but I like the quarterback.
Oh, yeah. Yes, I think the quarterback is a great pick, and that's it. I would fade DeAndre Hopkins. It costs too much.
Yeah, yeah,
Um, for somebody that doesn't throw the ball that much,
yeah.
you know.
Especially there's so much great values out there. So yeah, I will fade him.
Oh yeah, it's a lot better. Yeah, that's the only reason. Also, I like Hopkins.
Perfect.
All right, next game. Who do you want to do?
Next game. So since we were talking about the Packers, let's talk about the rivals. We had the Detroit
Detroit.
Rams, because that game looked like there's some potential big break. You know, I'm big on this game. So
It's so cold in the D.
is it cold? Is it gonna be cold?
It's gonna be cold. Now it's gonna be 51 degrees.
Oh, that's what I do.
But there is some wind, 10 to 13 miles per hour wind.
That's just bad for the kickers. So more touchdowns.
The passing game a little bit throws off too.
Yeah.
That dude Jared Goff is a beast, yo. 26 touchdowns, ill.
Yeah.
3,500 yards, ill.
Ooh, Jared Goff.
You know, Jared Goff has 258 completions. Matt Stafford has 272 completions. Matt Stafford got more completions, but way less yards. Matt Stafford got 2,800 yards, and Jared Goff got 3,500 yards. That tells you right there.
Oh yeah.
But I like Kenny Golladay. I just like Kenny Golladay.
I mean, I like him too, just based on. I think they're going to get blowout, so they're gonna have to throw the ball, and it's probably like all they have. I'm definitely LeGarrette Blount this week. As much as I know I like him a lot last week, but this week I'm staying away from him because I don't feel like there's gonna be a lot of opportunity for him to run the ball.
I feel you. I think like he does well when he's the head guy.
Yeah. For me, just like I think I feel like they're gonna be down like early, so there will be no reason to be running the ball.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I hear you. What's the spread? Hey, I thought this
for the game. Oh, one thing I wanted to mention before I go into the spread. I have this one sleeper, and you can tell me what you think. Josh Reynolds.
For the
Rams. Yeah. So what I was reading about was like how the coach was actually was favoring him over Cooper Kupp a little bit. So it's cheaper and it's just fitting into the offense. So I feel like that's a sleeper, especially if the coach is talking about how he's doing well. But what you was looking for the over under or the spread?
Both.
Okay, over under is 54, so they expect a lot.
Oh,
yeah, and
this is the hot one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I'm really big on that game. Like I'm picking a lot.
Are you?
That game, yeah.
This is a hot one.
Yes, Jared. I mean, we haven't even talked about the running back for the Rams.
Oh yeah.
Like he's due.
I need to have him all over the place.
Yeah, he's due, man. Like last game he didn't do well. He's coming from a bye week. I feel like he has something to prove. Mind you, before that game, he didn't do so well. He was in the MVP race. Now nobody talking about him for the MVP.
That's so true.
I feel like he's gonna get revenge.
They 10-1. Todd Gurley has 13 touchdowns, 1,000 yards. He averaged 4.9 yards per carry. Nasty.
Yeah, I'm expecting a 3-touchdown game from him this week.
Hat trick.
Hot trick.
I'm confident.
Oh yeah, I'm so confident.
I love it.
Put my whole life saving on him.
I love it.
And for the Lions, they have the Rams favored by like 10.5.
Oh wow.
So and
So
the line.
Holiday, no, go ahead.
So the Lions is at home. So
Right. Oh, the Lions at home?
yeah.
Lions are 4-7.
Hmm.
Highlights for stats. Basically, Rams dominate every single offensive stat: yards per game, passing yards, rushing game, points per game. They're like second, second, second.
Hmm.
Um, Detroit is like 23rd in all their offensive stats.
Hmm.
Now, defensive stats, you're gonna find this interesting. Rushing yards allowed, the Rams are 21st. They
Mm.
allowed 120 rushing yards per game.
Hmm.
That's interesting.
That's because they have like some big guys on that line.
Yeah, they got Arnold. He a beast. They got Ndamukong Suh. That's some
Hmm.
big guys.
Yeah.
Um, Points per game, they're 20th.
Hmm. But if you're scoring that much, I think they take their foot off the gas.
Yep, yep. They allow a lot of scoring.
Yeah.
So their defense is a little bit below average.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's how I know they're not going to win the Super Bowl if they even go.
They have, I mean, they have some stuff though. Like they one cornerback is still working his way from the injuries, and they got the other cornerback that they
Mhm.
still waiting for him to come back. So they have some stuff from the working. So who knows? So you think
And
Cowboys?
what, say that again?
You think Cowboys gonna win the Super Bowl?
Their offense ain't good enough.
Okay.
But they got a good. I don't say they got a good defense. I don't know. We got to see a little bit more from the Cowboys, though.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't think their defense is that damn good. I really don't.
Is that how you really feel, or is that
That's
the
how I really
Cowboy
feel.
hate?
So, any other? So Reynolds is a good pick. I like. Um, Everybody's talking about B. Ellington too. You say he's questionable. B. Ellington is a cheap pick, but I don't know if he's 100%. But he goes deep. Stafford goes deep with him, so he's a good pick. I'm gonna have a little bit of exposure there.
Okay. Yeah.
He
Yeah.
goes deep with him. He had like 75 yards last game.
Yeah. I'm always
Um,
skeptical
but
by guys coming in limping into a game. I feel like
yeah,
they might be out
yeah,
and messed up my $1 million lineup. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. I'm huge on Brandon Cooks too. I have him all over the place.
mm,
I
yeah,
just like his speed. He's
yeah.
fast, man.
The
I like
Lions
fast.
not good. So
Uh,
the Lions are not good.
yeah, they're not good. So any player on the Rams team, whether it's Reynolds, Gurley, Woods, Cooks, even a damn tight end, Everett,
Hmm.
might be a good pick.
Yeah, I agree.
So their last matchup, Detroit won 31-28, and that was in 2016. So that was a high scoring game last time they met.
Nice.
So I think that's going to go over.
Yeah, yeah, I believe that too. I mean, there's no way those two teams don't go over. I mean, the Rams defense not playing that well. The Lions defense, we already know.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, they are horrible. So every year, so, yeah, it's going over. The next game I have for you is the Giants and the Chicago Bears. How do you feel about that?
Shot Town, Shot Town.
They coming to New York though.
Oh, they coming to New York?
Yeah, they coming to New York.
You sure?
Yeah.
Wait. Oh, I thought it was in Shot Town.
Nah, they playing in New York though.
Hey,
And
I don't even see that game. Oh, here it is.
yeah, how you feel about that? I mean, your rival.
Well, I'm shocked for one. Um, Hold on, let me get this right. I'm shocked to see that Chicago is fifth in points per game offense. Their offense is fifth in points per game. Then again, they don't have Mitchell Trubisky,
Mm-hmm. They
so
did
that's that scheme,
also go in the offense. I don't understand it.
right? Giants offense is like 29th and everything. They Chase Daniel, he did pretty well. 230 yards, 2 touchdowns last time. I'm not big on him.
Mm-mm.
I am big on Saquon Barkley at his cheap price.
Yes.
I am big on uh that's it.
Yeah,
That's
I
it.
like Saquon Barkley too, just because actually, as good as Bears defense are, one of the struggling passing running backs. So
Passing running backs. Let's
it's,
go.
yeah, and Saquon Barkley, we all know, he's a passing running back.
Elite passing running back.
So so yeah, I'm big on Saquon Barkley too, and especially it's so cheap this week after what he did like in the half. Like it's like he didn't
Yeah,
even play the second half.
I
Unless
know.
now the thing I'm worried about, unless Saquon Barkley is actually hurt and they didn't really tell us about, they trying to keep it under wrap because somebody don't play this well and then you don't really give them any touch in the second half.
For
So
real.
that's making me a little skeptical about Saquon Barkley. I might not play him all over the place like I want to.
Yeah.
Feel like they're hiding something.
I feel you.
Yeah.
They could be hiding something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's not much in this game.
There's not much. I mean, I also like your boy Tyreek Cohen from the
Mm-hmm.
Bears running back.
Mm-hmm.
That's about it. I don't trust none of their wide receivers. I
Yep.
don't trust Trey Burton, who's a former Eagle. I don't I don't trust none of them. I
Yeah.
think it's going to be a low scoring game. I think yeah, Tyreek Cohen and Saquon Barkley. Khalil Mack is questionable, right?
He was not on the injury report. I know, like earlier when we spoke, he was questionable, but he was not on the injury report this
Oh,
week.
that's interesting. So I'm picking up the Bears defense then, big time.
Yeah, so that's interesting too.
Yeah, definitely picking up the Bear defense. Um, I cannot find my camera. Peace. I
What
mean,
can
the the stream. I don't know where it went, but
it's right
moving on
here.
to the
Ah,
next game. Do
from
you
the
see me?
yeah, I see you. Now you don't.
Hmm.
um, yeah. Next game. What's the next game you want to talk about?
I want to talk about the. We're gonna save the Chargers. I mean the Chiefs later.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
let's get this one over with. It's a chump game. Jets and Titans at Titans.
Do we have to talk about that game? Sure. Jets and Titans.
It's a terrible matchup.
Uh, I'm staying away from them. I I don't like. I mean the Titans defense. I might pick the Titans defense on a couple lineups because I like them at home and they hold some really good teams to like low score. So
Right,
Titans.
they
So that's about it. And Jets. I mean Josh McCown looked like he's gonna get the start again. So we already know what Josh McCown is made of. So
if you just need some cheap, like if you're really desperate when you're making your lineup and you need somebody cheap, you can look at both of these teams, their offensive stats, they're 30th and 29th.
ooh,
Yards per game, 30th, yards per game, 29th. Both of them are just terrible with their offense.
sound like
And
a 9-6 game.
yeah, exactly. Last time they played, the Jets beat them 30-8. That was
Yeah.
in 20. So still probably went under
Yeah.
with an over under. Under is probably like 39. Marcus
Uh,
Mariota, I like him, but fantasy wise, he hasn't been doing shit. Uh, people were big on Corey Davis because he's been targeting him a lot.
mhm.
And Robbie Anderson is a deep threat, but he hasn't been doing nothing. But Quincy Anuhua
Mm.
is big on a lot of experts' radar this week. So that's the only one I would pick.
It was big last week. It
Drew,
was big 2 weeks ago.
Drew, something's not clicking.
Yeah. They could keep picking them. Titans defense play too well, like at home.
If
But
I need a cheap wide receiver, I'll pick him.
okay.
He's 4,100. Javon Curse, it's nothing there. You're right. It's nothing there. I'll stay away. Low scoring game. But if I had to, I'll pick Elugwa.
Yeah, I feel you. I mean, the over under on that game is 40 and a half. I mean, there's no way. They're not making 40 and a half. I don't know how.
Nope. It's going under.
Yeah, 23-6.
Terrible offenses.
Yeah.
Terrible. All right. Moving on to either the Chiefs and the Raiders game or the Patriots and actually, let's get this one out the way. Seahawks and the 49ers.
Seahawks 49. I mean, Seahawks, they finding ways to win, man. That's all you can say about them. But one person I feel like it's a sleeper. Maybe it's not a sleeper, but the running back, Paulson. Seahawks won the ball a lot. And as far as like the 49ers not that good, I feel like they probably end up beating them early.
They do run the ball a lot.
Yeah, so they probably gonna shut the game down like early, just kill a clock by running the ball. Chris Carson, that's his name.
Oh yes, Chris Carson. I don't like the fact they split them carries because I don't know who to pick.
Yeah,
like 1 minute is Chris Carson, next minute is Mike Davis.
Mm-hmm.
So and they give the rookie boy Petty hit some clock too, but not that much. But he averaged over 5 yards per carry.
Yeah, but I mean, if they're gonna they probably gonna possess the ball a lot.
Yeah, they always possess the ball a lot. Damn, Russell Wilson got 25 touchdowns on the year.
Mm-hmm.
Shocking.
Yeah, it's doing well. I mean, I had okay, but
he got more touchdowns than Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers not taking a lot of risks too.
Yeah. Russell
down one interception. Russell
I don't see anything notable. The only thing I see notable is the offensive stats. The Seahawks are actually first in rushing yards, so you called it.
Yeah.
And the freaking 49ers are actually fifth in offensive rushing yards. So they both good rushing teams.
Yeah. But 49ers not going to run the ball that much because they're going to be down so much.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
So, yeah. But then there is a little beef. I don't know if that would inspire the 49ers to play better. It's a rival game.
It is a rival.
And you have the whole Richard Sherman and Russell thing going on. So,
yeah.
So, I don't know. But we'll see. But
Sherman might have a good game. 49ers defense might be a good pick there.
Yeah.
Last time they played Seahawks won 24-13. That was last year. So it's probably going to be about the same.
Yeah, about the same. Like 49ers try to keep it close, but before we touch the
go ahead.
No, you got it.
I was gonna say I like George Kittle this game for my fantasy because Seahawks don't do too well against tight ends. And Nick Mullins has a connection, and George Kittle had not had a good game in two games, so people are starting to discouraged from him.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And I also like Matt Breida. I like that pickup too.
Yeah. I mean, if we believe it's gonna be close, Matt Breida will probably be a good pick. And you have to think about it too, like in that aspect. Last week, I mean, the Panthers running back crushed the Seahawks team. So
they did. He did. He crushed them. So might pick that guy. Like if the coach is right, they can win based off of that.
Yeah, like just think about it. The coach could plan the game around the running back if you really know. If you go back and look at the film of like what the Panthers did, I feel like that would be perfect for them to take the same game plan. But as far as that game, I mean, I'm done with this game. Next game we could go to. We could look at the Broncos and the Cincinnati Bengals. I mean, I know like we mentioned Patriots and Vikings game.
Yeah.
I like to keep those two. That game is such a big game. Let's keep that for part of our last segment.
Okay.
I like Broncos and Bengals.
Let's do Broncos and Bengals, baby. Can't stand them. Their offense is terrible. Let me just double check on their offenses. Hold on.
Which one?
The
Bengals
first thing
or-
that stands out, both of them. I'm checking both of them. But the first thing that stands out when you say those two team names is Jay Driscoll. I love how he played last week. I'm big on him. The Bengals backup quarterback. I'm huge on him. Huge. I really like him, how he played. Got guts. He's a tall guy. He can throw the ball. His name is Jeff Driscoll. So he had 239 yards his first time playing, and that's only in one half because Andy Dalton played the half. 239 yards, 1 touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he was throwing to Tyler Boyd. He was throwing to him. So I was shocked to see that.
Mm-hmm.
Joe Mixon is a little pricey at 7,300, but they must know something we don't know. As far as defense, Denver's rushing yards, they're 24th, which is not good at all. Passing yards, Denver's defense is 24th, not good. Mm-hmm. Yards per game, Denver's defense, 25th, not good. So it doesn't look like Denver's defense is good at all. And you know about Cincinnati's defense. It's confirmed they are 32nd in almost everything, 31st and 32nd.
Yeah, they actually in pace to be the worst defense the worst defense in history of the NFL.
Wow, the history though.
In the history, so your boy, the running back from Broncos, I feel like will be a good pick too in that game.
Oh yeah, Patrick Lindsay is a great pick. Yes, I agree. So 2 terrible defense. Well, one's way worse than the other.
That's not saying much. You just saying like really bad that you worse than this other team.
Yeah, because a lot of people think Denver has a good defense, but it's bad. They allow almost 400 yards per game.
Yeah, that was like 3 years ago when they had a good defense.
A good defense, right. So I'm big on Emmanuel Sanders, Tyler Boyd. That's another game to be all over. It's gonna be a high scoring game.
Okay, yeah, it probably will. And your boy coming back, AJ Green is coming back.
Oh yes, he is.
So
yeah, he is, and can't nobody on Denver cover him.
Yeah, I mean,
gotta connect the pass.
Yeah, and but Vegas got it as 45. Over under at 45.
Well, the last time they met, Cincinnati won 20-17. So that's about around where it is.
Yeah.
But that was last year. This is a new year with 2 new quarterbacks.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's definitely going over.
We'll see.
By far, based off of these defensive stats I'm looking at.
Mm-hmm.
Tyler Boyd got 6 touchdowns. Emmanuel Sanders only got 4. Case Keenum must don't throw the ball that much. He doesn't actually.
Yeah, he's a low risk guy. He's a better version of Alex Smith.
Yeah. Yo, you crazy. Yeah. All right. That's that game.
Yeah. We have a few other games.
Ooh. Oh, sorry to stop you.
Go ahead. I know you got something
on Umenza for the tight end for Cincinnati. I'm always big on him every week, but now there's a backup quarterback, so you're gonna go to him a lot.
Okay.
He's due for a big game. And he's cheap. If you need a cheap tight end, 3,400. Umenza.
Ooh, I'm gonna check that out. Umenza. Right. Oh, okay, that's what. Yeah. So the other game. Some of the other games we have.
One more. Sorry.
Uh-huh.
Super cheap tight end is the tight end for the Denver Broncos. His name is Al Cosa.
Al Cosa?
He scored a touchdown and had some yards last week.
I had the other tight end from Broncos.
Howerman, right?
Yeah, something like that.
He's hurt now.
He is?
Oh. Yes. He's hurt and he's not playing. So the other tight end, Case Keenum, actually likes the guy. And He throws to him fairly 4 or 5 targets, and he scored a touchdown last week. He's only 2,500.
Oh yeah. That's a big sleeper. I actually have to put that on my note to actually pick
Tell
him
you.
up.
Yeah,
I'm about to load up on this guy.
yeah. I had to pick up on that, especially against this terrible ass defense.
Yes.
Um, hell yeah.
Yeah. Definitely.
His name is. Let me get his name right. What's his name? M. Lacoste. I said L. M. Lacoste. Lacosse. Sleeper.
Okay. I'm gonna
Big
check it.
sleeper. All right, moving on to the next game.
So Ravens and Atlanta. They playing in the A.
Playing in the A.
A.
So Lamar Jackson is a nice running quarterback. I've been big on Baltimore wide receivers the last couple weeks, and they've been just killing me, not putting up any points.
You're telling you stay away from them, but it will be the week they go off too.
You know what's funny? I'm gonna pick one. I'm gonna pick John Brown. I'm gonna pick John Brown.
Go off.
Pick John Brown. I think it takes a
Uh,
while to get. So eventually, one of these cats got to go off. Also, Gus Edwards is playing. I don't know how I feel about him. There's other good running backs to pick, though.
they are.
I am big on Julio Jones. That's the only one I'm big on. Julio Jones and a little bit of Tevin Coleman, a little bit. But he's cheap.
Yeah. Yeah. Especially Coleman been it's been pretty low key lately. So
Yeah,
nobody
on him.
But against the Ravens defense though, I wouldn't trust him.
Another
It's too unpredictable against Ravens defense. But one thing I find out, whenever Julio Jones not supposed to have a good game because it's a great defense, he always have a good game.
Really?
So, yeah. So I find that
He's cheap.
was the that yeah. So we'll look out for that.
He's really cheap.
I agree. I think Julio Jones will do well. The running back, I think, will do. I'm a little bit more confident. What'd you say?
Now go ahead.
I was gonna say I'm a little bit more confident on Gus Edwards this week. And I feel like they're going to take the load of Lamar Jackson a little bit, like him running the ball. I know he had another 70-yard rushing last week.
Yeah.
Plus, so I feel like Atlanta probably gonna try to stop him, and if they run the option, he probably gonna give it to the running back a lot more. So.
Oh, that's interesting. So maybe I should take that back with Atlanta. They're 31st in rushing yards, their offensive rushing yards.
Yeah.
But they are top 10, top 5 in everything else offensively. Like passing yards, yards per game, they're really awesome. Baltimore is 5th in third down percentages. Well, we can't. These stats are skewed because this is what Joe Flacco was playing.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how it is with Lamar Jackson. But defense, Baltimore is first in every game. Yards per game, first. Rushing yards, 4th. Points per game, first allowed, So third down percentage, third. They can't even convert they don't even allow people to convert on third downs. Yeah. So it's gonna be tough for Matt Ryan, but it's a really good offense.
Mm-hmm. But the stats say that whenever Julio Jones not supposed to have a big game, that's when he have a big game.
That's true. Can't nobody stop that nigga.
Yeah.
For real. Ain't nobody stop him.
Nah.
Atlanta's defense is completely trash. 29th in everything. Yards per game, rushing yards, passing yards, points per game.
Yeah.
So the Baltimore offense would be a better pick and Julio Jones.
Yeah.
Whoever I would pick Lamar Jackson. Yeah. I wouldn't pick Matt Ryan.
No. I'm talking about Lamar Jackson.
Lamar Jackson.
Yeah. You want to pick him this week?
Oh, yeah. Lamar Jackson. Yes, I would, definitely.
Oh,
It's
okay.
all in his favor this week. It's 69 degrees, no wind, light rain. Last time they played, Baltimore won 29-7, and that was in 2014. So
20? Wow. That,
Baltimore won 29-7.
wow.
All right,
Yeah,
Baltimore 6-5, Atlanta's 4-7.
yeah. Atlanta bad.
Yeah,
um, yeah.
Bar- yeah. But can Lamar Jackson get them the win? Can he win the game for him? I don't know about that. Lamar
Falcons.
Jackson, 2 minute drill. Lamar Jackson drives the ball up, throws an interception in his zone. Atlanta wins.
That's how you feel?
You heard it here first.
Hey, Falcons is a 2.5 point favorite.
Wow, I'm shocked about that because they are at home.
Yeah, you get 3 points at home, so they think those teams are break even about.
They playing in a dome. Oh yeah, playing in a
Yeah,
dome.
Falcons play in the dome. Yeah,
Oh, yeah, especially them playing in a dome. Julio going to work.
yeah.
Hey, Julio's a lock. Julio is a lock, and freaking that boy from that running back from the Packers is a lock. Aaron Jones, I'm locking them in right now.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, man. Next game.
Next game. You got Dolphins and Bills.
Oh, why did we skip over? How did we do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get over this.
Um. Yeah.
Um,
Nothing from this game. Next game. Go ahead.
I like the Dolphins defense and the Bills defense. That's the only thing I like fantasy wise. I will pick either one of them.
I like the Dolphins defense, not as much as the Bills defense. I like Dolphins because they're at home, and the Bills defense. Dolphins quarterback Ryan Tannehill, he played much better with them than when they
Oh,
are.
oh,
So
okay.
like they could put up some points, but they
Yeah,
still have people out, questionable receiver.
there's a lot of people hurt on both of these teams,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
LaShawn McCoy might be a decent pick too.
Oh yeah,
900 if you need some points. I like Kenyon Drake. He performed last week pretty well. He's at
yeah,
home. He's a passing catching running back, so
yeah.
he's a okay pick too.
Yeah,
At
and
40.
you think about what the Jaguars running back was doing before he got kicked out the game. I mean, he was having a monster game against the Bills defense. So we'll see.
We'll see. And I like the Bills quarterback the way he played last week. I'm not sure if he's going to play like that this week, but he played pretty decent. He's a tall guy.
Mm-hmm.
He's tall, man. He's like at least 6'7",
Oh wow,
and he can run fast.
yeah.
But also, here's the update. It stated that the Bills are going to give their rookie receiver more chances this week.
Hmm.
I feel like they want to see more from them for next year to determine like contracts and stuff. So he said they're gonna be getting more clock. So if you need a really cheap receiver, here's the one to go for. It's the Bills receiver. His name is R. Foster. Really cheap. He's
Oh,
a rookie. He
I
got a
was
lot to
looking at him
prove.
last week.
You had him last week?
I was looking at him last week.
Yeah, he did well last week. This cat had 2 receptions, 94 yards.
Mhm. Yeah.
1 touchdown. I mean, you can't beat that. That's a
No.
deep sleeper. So I meant to tell you about that. Robert Foster, number 16. Sleeper. Sleeper.
Better picker.
Yeah.
Um, the next game, moving on from this boring game,
Yeah.
we have Panthers and the Bucks. Panthers is a 3.3 3.5 point favorite. Over under 53.5. So there should be some points scored there, especially on the Panthers side of the game.
Uh-huh.
Things look like it's finding this groove again. But Djax is out, so who knows? So
Jax is out.
yeah, you know me, I'm big on Greg Olson. So
Jax is out, man. It's crazy.
yeah,
How you feel about that?
I mean, I think it would just be more
Or what the?
for
Yeah,
other players, but I mean, it's gonna be a lot of points. Bucks probably gonna be out, but then again, it's a division game, so be on the
it
lookout.
is a division game. It is a division game. I think Humphreys and Chris Godwin is a good pick. It's gonna be a high score game.
Yeah.
What's the over under for this game?
I believe 50 and a half, 53 and a half, 53.
53. So this is another game. This is another game we should be on as far as picking for lineups. Um, freaking Panthers is third in rushing yards offense.
I mean,
Um,
we all know what McCaffrey did last week.
do you know who's first in offensive stats, yards per game? Tampa Bay. You know who's first in passing yards per game? Tampa Bay. First.
They always
They
down.
throw the ball a lot. So their receivers, their third string and second string receivers are the one to pick, even though that's why Mike Evans' price was so high. It makes sense now.
Yeah, and then Panthers' defense is not that good.
It's not. I'm gonna tell you right now that they're 22nd in passing yards allowed. They're 20th in points per game allowed. 20th in third down percentages allowed. You know, they're not that good at all as people think they are. And neither is Tampa Bay's defense. 31st, 27th in yards per game allowed. So both defenses aren't good. Actually, the only thing the Panthers are good at is their rushing yards allowed. They're actually sixth. And you know why? Because of Luke Kuechly.
Yes. What about Davis?
And that guy, yeah.
Yeah.
Davis is a little older, isn't he? But yeah. So fade the running backs for Tampa Bay. Play all wide receivers for Tampa Bay. And tight ends. Yeah, Cameron Brate is a cheap tight end. He doesn't go long enough for me. But if you need a cheap tight end, Cameron Brate. You said Greg Olsen. My thing is Greg Olsen. I don't mess with Greg Olsen.
I know.
Yeah, you know I don't. He don't go deep enough for me. But Cam Newton does have a connection with him. I don't like him. Not fantasy wise. He hasn't put up no numbers. And do shit since I don't know how long. He's dead to me. 41,000, 4,000. No, sir.
Yeah. That's the reason it's 4,100. I feel like he's due for. I mean, I have this really crazy lineup, and he's in it. And I'm not supposed to give up my lineup, but Greg Olsen will be in it, and he will have about 2 touchdowns. So, yeah, it's due. I mean, like you say, he haven't really do much. He's due. I mean, he dropped a touchdown last week. That's probably why they didn't go back to him as much. But this week, he's gonna catch a couple.
He's due.
Think
he's gonna catch a couple? You think he's gonna catch a couple?
Yeah, I don't think McCaffrey gonna have as big of a game, even though the game is lined up great for McCaffrey.
It is. It's perfect.
Like a perfect matchup. I definitely have him in some of my lineups.
It is. It's definitely perfect for him.
Yeah, but people don't have big games back to back like that.
Not like that.
Dude, compared to what he did last week, it's pretty cheap.
Who? McCaffrey?
McCaffrey. For what he did last week, I thought.
Putting up 50? Yeah.
He put up 50 points.
Cat put up 50 points, yo.
It's only 8,800. He's right below Gurley.
This cat put up 50 points. You should be at 10,000 right now.
It should be. At least it should be like 9,000.
Yeah.
9,500. But yeah.
You should be at 10,000. Easy.
I agree. So, next game, what else you have on this game? Before we go
I got Humphreys. That's it. Humphreys. I'm not picking freaking James Winston. He only dropped. It was 20-9 last week against the 49ers trash defense. Couldn't believe it. You only put up 20 points. They couldn't put up no points, man.
Yeah.
So I'm not playing a quarterback. I'll play Humphreys and maybe Mike Evans because a lot of people ain't gonna play Mike Evans because his price is too high. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
thinking he's gonna be low owned. I'm gonna check out the ownership percentages on Roto Grinders before I make my lineups.
Okay.
But yeah, that's it. So what about you? That's like the
Well,
Panthers.
I like Panthers players. I mean, you know me, like I'm big on the Panthers players. I like Greg Olson a lot. I'm covering McCaffrey a little bit. Um,
Yeah,
I'm still waiting for this big game from Cam Newton, so
me too.
I'm
I'm big
covering
on.
Cam because I don't know if it's the McCaffrey impact where he's not rushing the ball anymore for touchdown, but
Yeah,
yeah, I'm looking for him to have like a couple throwing touchdown, a couple running touchdown. So
yeah, I agree.
yeah. So yeah.
I agree.
So the two last games.
Two last games,
The one
man.
we be waiting for the whole time. Which one you want to do first? You want to do the Chiefs and Raiders or the Vikings and Patriots?
Let's go Chiefs and Raiders.
Chief and
Let's
Raiders.
go Chiefs and Raiders.
What you got on that game? That's
Let's
not
go Chiefs and Raiders.
Raiders is trash.
Raiders is trash. Raiders is trash. So,
Like that's
they
one
just
thing.
trash.
That's one thing. No matter how much you think they're gonna get blowout, you still can't even pick their receivers.
You can't. They haven't been doing anything.
I don't understand that because most teams you think, oh, Lions gonna get blowout. Oh, pick up their receivers because they're gonna throw the ball a lot. I don't understand the Raiders.
I don't understand either, yo. Jordy Nelson is a pretty decent receiver, only 3,700. He's playing today,
But nice.
but I don't understand why he hasn't been putting up numbers. Derek Carr is not a bad. Last year he did well, so I don't know what's going on over there. Something ain't right in the locker room, but
I mean,
I'm not playing
coach.
anybody. Yeah, the coach. I don't think he liked the quarterback anymore.
I don't think he liked him to begin with. That's why he was like, I'm
Yeah,
gonna break this whole thing down, get some picks, and go get me a quarterback.
exactly. That's what he's doing. He's studying college quarterbacks right now. He need to
Mm-hmm.
get from Ohio State. That nigga nasty.
Oh, for real?
Uh,
Oh, did you see
yeah.
the Alabama game last night?
Oh yeah, it was close, wasn't it?
They almost lost.
Yeah, they
That's
almost lost.
They was down 2 touchdowns, man. They came back.
That's how I heard that woman tripping.
Oh,
But I'm big on the MVP, Patrick Mahomes. You know Andy Reid, he gonna throw the ball a lot. It's a division game, so Raiders might play. Raiders, this is one of the matchups that was too good to be true. So you should like just have a little bit of Raiders love out there because it's too expected. It's too expected. Best team in the league versus the worst team in the league.
Yeah, and it's division rivalries.
It's division rivals. So Tyreek Hill, everybody's big on Chris Conley because he had 2 touchdowns last week, which is like a third string wide receiver for the Chiefs.
Yeah, he's not gonna do that. But maybe he will because Sammy Watkins is out, and we all know Kareem Hunt is out.
Oh my God, Kareem Hunt.
He is out of there.
Out of there. Kareem Hunt need to hunt for a new job.
Hey, we'll take it with the Eagles.
Hey, we'll take the Eagles to take a Cole Hollis out of Kareem Hunt. Take a job with this. We need a running back, man. But yeah, he got released on some crazy stuff. So
yeah.
Spencer Ware, you on him?
Yes. But I feel like it's almost too good to be true.
That's how I feel.
Yeah.
It seemed too good to be true.
Like it's so cheap. It's like draft the other platform wasn't expecting that, so they didn't have him this high. So it's just so it's like the perfect guy to actually have crazy lineup with. Only 4,000. Right. Man, I don't know. It's almost too good to be true. I'm like, am I dreaming?
It is too good to be true.
Like, and you know Andy Reid, like he don't like that's the one thing. Like Andy Reid good with running backs, like
Yes.
quarterbacks and running backs. Like remember,
That's the thing.
we
That's
were
the
tripping
thing.
when he let Westbrook go,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
LeSean McCoy come in. It's
And
like
he
we
did
ain't
well.
missed a bit.
Yeah. You know what he's doing.
Yeah, so I'm expecting Spencer Ware to do well. Yeah, it's just such a perfect matchup for
Perfect.
Chiefs.
Perfect
Mahomes
match.
probably gonna have another 4-5 touchdown game. You know they're going for the MVP.
Oh yeah, they got to give him the MVP. So he's gonna be throwing like 40 attempts per game.
Yeah, yeah. So he's going for, um, like you said with Tyreek Hill. I mean, he's probably gonna catch a couple.
Yeah. He also only needs a couple. He get 100 yards. He gets 100 yards today.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Because Conley gets about 50. Who's the other wide receiver?
I mean,
Um,
Kelsey.
Kelsey.
He's
Ah,
not a
oh, man.
he,
Oh man.
he's not a receiver, but you might as well list
Yeah.
him as a receiver.
He's too expensive on DraftKings, man. 7,000.
Mm,
But yeah, he's a good pick.
yeah, yeah. I'm fading him based on the price. I like my.
Yeah, me too.
I think it'll be just as productive as Greg Olsen.
True. True. Yeah, there's no point in picking him. That's too much.
It's
Too much.
3,000 to use elsewhere.
I agree.
All right. So anything else?
Yeah, that's gonna be a high scoring game. Spencer Ware is a good pick. They blow him out and give Spencer Ware some ticks.
Yeah.
All right, moving on to the next game.
Game of the day.
Game of the day.
Hey.
Quay Sports pick game of the day.
Game of the day. Yo, that game means so much for both teams.
Yeah, they got a lot to prove, especially Tom Brady. He ain't been doing well.
Yeah, and even like you talking about like home field advantage and all that. When I mean Patriots gonna win the division, but as far as like home field advantage, I mean this game could actually mean a lot. Like
Yeah,
Pittsburgh kind of like stumbled last week. Chiefs still on top. Like New England is like second. If they lose, the Steelers won. I know they played them next week. So yeah, there's a lot of implication on this game for home field advantage. So
who's at home? New England.
New England is at home.
The over under is 49.5. Kind of okay, around
Yeah,
average.
yeah.
I don't know if that's gonna go over or under. That's a tough one.
That's a
But
tough. I stay away from that over
yeah,
under.
yeah, that's a tough one. New England is favored by 7.5 points. So actually the line is going down
Yeah.
to 5 points. They're favored by -5.
Mm-hmm.
Now.
5 now.
Now it's going down to -4 as we speak. Wonder why it's going
money
down.
coming in on the Vikings.
Why is it going down?
A lot of money coming in on the Vikings.
That doesn't make sense in my head for some reason. That means the Vikings pick is.
A lot of people betting on the Vikings.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. A lot of people. Yeah, a lot of people betting on the Vikings. Yeah.
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 So,
yep.
You know, Vegas is undefeated.
So that's what's happening. Okay,
Yeah.
so maybe we need to bet the Patriots.
Yeah. Kirk Cousins in prime time.
I like Kirk Cousins. Ever since he was in Michigan State, I liked him.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh no. It'll give you some numbers. It's just not gonna win.
Especially at Foxborough. Come on now.
Yeah, come on.
That's
you know, New England, as bad as they've been like this year, they're actually undefeated at home.
Ain't that crazy?
Yeah.
Crazy.
They're like, as long as we take care of home, we're good. So
yo, you know they motto, a win's a win. They don't care.
No, they don't. They win by 1, whatever.
They win by 1 point. They don't care.
Yeah. And
they always find a way to make it close too.
I like Brady this week. He's cheap. Brady and Gronkowski
way too cheap.
Nation.
It's scary how cheap he is.
Yeah, and
scary.
And after listening to
Go ahead.
After listening to his interview too, talking about you need to take more risks, and I feel like he wasn't taking more risks because he didn't have but people he trusts. Now,
Mm,
Gronkowski is back, and if you see that touchdown he threw to him last week, that's definitely
uh,
what he throw. So I feel like you're gonna give Gronkowski more opportunities. So I like that combination
I
for
agree.
2, 3 touchdowns this week.
Ooh, 3 touchdowns. Gronk get one. Edelman gets one. Sony
Nah,
Michelle gets one.
I think Grunt gonna get like 2 or 3.
Ooh, you think Gronk get 2 or 3?
Yeah, yeah,
That's a bold pick.
yeah. That's his I'm back game. You know, like all superstars always have like this game that said I'm back, I'm here to stay.
Yeah, yeah,
I feel like that's his that
yeah.
would be
I can see
the
him.
game.
I can see him. I can see him flexing in the end zone.
Yeah, yeah,
I can see him. I can see him flexing.
yeah. When you hear
Like
him,
I'm back.
yeah, when you hear him screaming, "I'm back," you're gonna remember me saying this.
Yeah. I like yeah, I like Gronk. I like Gronk. I like Gronk.
I mean,
That's a big,
Vikings have some good plays too.
a deep sleeper. Vikings players.
Yeah.
Oh, Stephon Diggs is playing, by the way. It says questionable, but he's expected to play. I already said that. So Adam Thielen is 8,000. He was started off hot, but it seems like a little decline. So I'm staying away from him. Um,
I'm staying away from him for another reason too. You know how New England defense operate. They going they going to take away what you do best.
always.
Yeah, but yeah, go
They
ahead.
always figure out a way to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Always. So they're gonna take it away. People expect Adam Thielen to have a good. So Stephon Diggs might have the good game. Um, I like a deep sleeper. Your boy Rex Burkhead is back. So they got a three-headed monster out there, man. James White, Sony Michelle, and Rex Burkhead. Reports have been saying that Sony Michelle is the lead running back. I think they're gonna put Rex Burkhead every third down.
Mm.
So be aware of him. He might catch one. He's normally pass catching, but he is explosive. He's super explosive. From the past, I don't know how he's going to perform
Mm-hmm.
today, but he's a deep sleeper. So
That actually make me a little bit more suspicious of my whole pick with Grunt and Tom Brady now.
yeah, yeah. Well, I will pick Tom Brady.
But you know they could just
But
choose to run
Gronk, yeah,
ball the whole game. I've seen
yeah,
that before.
yeah. Now that makes me suspicious about my pick with Gronk as well.
Yeah. And Gronk is like a really good blocking tight end too, which is like
Yep.
not really common for a great catch tight end to be a really great blocking tight end.
Yeah, they'll play him all day.
Yeah. So.
They'll block him all day.
Mm-hmm.
They'll have him blocking all day.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't
What
know, man.
What is Vikings defense ranking?
Good question. That was the next thing I was going to come up with. Vikings defense, whew, they're good, man.
They are.
Yards per game, they're third. They allow only like 300. Passing yards per game, they only allow 200. They're fifth.
Mm-hmm.
Rushing yards per game, they only allow 93. They're fifth. Points per game, they're tied for 10th. They only allow 22 points per game. Maybe we shouldn't play Tom Brady. Third down percentages, they're first. They don't allow teams to get third downs. As in, the Patriots defense is trash. 22nd, 25th, 26th, and then average as far as allowing rushing yards and stuff, like 14.
Yeah.
But the one notable thing I noticed, the Vikings offense, rushing yards, they are 30th. So stay away from their damn running backs.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that's interesting. Their defense is actually still holding up pretty well. I didn't think they were, but
Yeah, I think they were that good. It's
top five.
Yeah.
Last time they matched up, New England won 30-7. So that went under. Tom Brady only has 19 touchdowns, but he has 3,000 yards. Kirk Cousins has 3,000 yards and 22 touchdowns. Sony Michel, averaged 4.6 yards per carry. Yeah. Josh Gordon, how you feel about him?
I mean, I know there's a lot of surrounding him every week.
Too many receivers, man.
It's too risky for me. I don't like picking Patriots player. And yeah, I definitely don't like picking him. I mean, he could go off, but Patriots player, they usually they do it by committee, so they just throw it to anybody, anytime, whoever open. That's too hard for me. I need to be sure that you can get the ball.
So I feel you.
I'm fading.
Yeah. I feel you. Last but not least, wait, so is that it for that game?
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
I feel like I'm forgetting somebody, but I'm not. Nope.
Yeah, who else? I mean, they have Chris Hogan. Is that who you want to talk about?
That's my boy, but I ain't playing him because, like you said, he don't throw it enough to him.
Yeah, it could go in this week, and they throw it to him like 12 times.
I know, so unpredictable though. Yeah. One thing we do know is he's gonna throw it to Edelman a few times, but
but that's the thing. That's what makes them a great team, but not great for fantasy.
Yep, they're not great for fantasy at all. So I'm looking for Spencer Ware as I build my lineup. There he is. What was I gonna say? Oh, Vegas picks.
Oh, talk to me. What you got?
Should I just say the whole thing?
You want to just pick a few headline games? I mean, some games you already know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, let's pick. What do you want to pick?
We have some big games. Like, we have the Patriots game. We have the Pittsburgh game.
Yeah.
That's the two biggest game. And anything else you want to do as far as
let's do Patriots, Pittsburgh. Let's do Baltimore and Atlanta.
Oh yeah, that's a good one too.
Let's do Panthers and Tampa Bay. And let's do the Monday night game with our Eagles.
Hey.
All right.
We're gonna do that one. All right. Talk to me.
So I'll start with Tampa Bay and Carolina. Carolina's -4.5 or -3.5, depending on which you're looking at. Mm-hmm. It's at Tampa Bay, right?
Yes.
55.5 over under. I got the over, and I got Carolina covering.
3.5 or 4.5? Which one?
3.5.
Okay.
What about you?
Like I was debating with that game, but if I had to go with one way, I'll pick Carolina. I'm not betting on no James Winston.
No, sir.
No, sir. I feel like it's a division game, so it could be close, but
no, sir. Never.
Desperate too. They have to win to keep their playoff hope alive. So
the Panthers?
Yeah. After losing the Seahawks, they're in danger of missing the playoff now.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so
next is Baltimore and Atlanta. I'm looking at -2.5 here. Atlanta is the favorite, -2.5. Baltimore's amazing defense. I think Atlanta covers. It's at Atlanta in the dome. Julio goes for 2 touchdowns, 130 yards. Even though Baltimore has a great defense, I just don't think Lamar Jackson can win the game for them, or even cover a spread.
Yeah, I don't think I don't think Ravens gonna win this game neither, but I think they will cover. I think it's gonna be really tight, and I could see Atlanta kick a field goal down 2.
Interesting.
Ravens to cover, and it's like really a close one because it's such a small gap. But I got Ravens covering.
Next one is Rams in Detroit. Oh no, we didn't say that one.
Yeah.
What was the next one?
We don't know what's gonna happen in that game.
They get smacked.
Yeah. I know the.
New England and Minnesota. Yeah. New England is -7.5. Well, actually, remember I said it's going down to -4.5. So it's at -4.5 now. Uh, I'm picking New England at Foxborough. They got too many weapons.
Oh yeah, I am too. I think New England. I think New England will cover anything.
And it's like they like to keep things close, but hey, it's Foxborough. I mean, I don't know.
I think they will cover anything, even if they were giving them 7. And then the fact that a lot of money is coming on the Vikings, that just gave me more reason to pick.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
Yeah. So.
Wait, I just see something that Adam Thielen is probable. That's right.
He's gonna play. He's not gonna miss this game. Yeah. And then they fighting. They still in the hunt to win the division too. Yeah. So
last game, Washington, Philadelphia, 43.5 over under. Philly is favored -6.5 points. I can't believe the Eagles are favored -6.5. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, they playing. They get 3 points for playing at home. Redskins is playing with a backup quarterback. I can see it.
That's crazy. I wouldn't take that. That's bad. Damn secondary.
So you picking the Redskins points?
Yeah, I'm taking Redskins. Colt McCoy. It's going to be a close game. 23-20, Eagles win.
Okay. I got Eagles covering. As far as the over/under, those teams so bad. I think I might go under.
Yeah.
I got Eagles covering because Eagles did cover against the Giants. So I don't know why.
Giants though, the Redskins are actually pretty decent defense.
Yeah, but they have so many questionable players. Like they don't even know if Adrian Peterson gonna play. They have so many injuries.
Oh, there's a lot of injuries. Oh, so they banged up too.
Yeah, they just.
Wait, didn't they play Thursday? No, they didn't play Thursday, did they? Or Monday? No.
You talking about? Oh, you talking about they played Thanksgiving Day.
Thanksgiving Day. Yeah. So they didn't have much time to rest, did they? Oh, they got even more time.
Yeah, they had like a mini bye week too.
Yeah. Okay, we'll see about that. So Philly pick, you got Philly. I got Redskins. Yeah. The other one, you got Baltimore. I got the Falcons. So
yep.
We'll see.
Remember who's the king of picks? I'm still winning.
Oh, you still winning, though? I still gotta wear that Cowboys hat.
No. Yeah, man. But I believe that's it.
Hey, that concludes our podcast, our sportscast for fantasy football. You know, rule number 1.
Get the money first.
Get that money first. And rule number 2.
Don't forget to get the money first.
All right, Clay Sports signing out.
All right. Peace.
Peace.